Hey dog lovers, Mo the dog trainer here. Today I want to give you a tip on when you get your first puppy, the first thing you should do, or the first things you should do when you get your first puppy. One of the most important things that you can train a puppy is socializing, socialization. Basically, you want your puppy to explore the whole world in a positive way. You want your dog to know that nothing is going to hurt them that's in this world. So what you want to do is once you get your puppy, hopefully when you get your puppy, he's about 8 weeks old. That's usually when breeders sell their puppies, and you bring them home. You want to start training your dog, socializing, different things with people, with objects, with noises. When you say socializing, most people think it's just with people, but you have to think about it. There's noises out there, motorcycles, things, objects, skateboards, bicycles, people running, and you want to make sure that your dog knows these things before he's about 4 months, close to 4 months. There's a small window of socialization period in the beginning of puppyhood. Basically what that is you want to get your dog or your puppy to the most things that you can socialize them with in this time period. There's a window. There's a small window between when they're born and about 4 weeks, close to 4 weeks. I'm sorry, not 4 weeks, close to 4 months. Between they're born and close to 4 months, you want to get as much information to them as possible, that so they can understand that this world is not going to hurt them. After that period, they become fearful of things, of objects that they never have been exposed to. So you want to get this in them real quick. You want to give them as soon as possible. You want to take them to as many places safely, because a lot of dogs are not going to have all their shots. So when I say socializing your dog with puppies or with other dogs, I don't mean to take your dog to the dog park and let him run around so he can become friends with other dogs. What I mean is let him explore and see other dogs. Maybe you want to just park somewhere. Nowadays, we're during this COVID-19, you can't really be around other people or around other dogs without them, saying, hey, can you please wear a mask or something? So what you can do is just take your dog to like a parking lot, like a restaurant parking lot where they're doing dining outside, and just let your dog see those objects, see those people, let him explore, let him socialize himself and say, oh, okay, those people over there sitting down, they're eating, they're making noise with their plates, they're talking, nothing is happening. Positive. Take your dog to a dog park and sit in the car with him and let him just see the dogs. Let him see the dogs running in the park. If you have friends that have dogs and they have their shots and they're friendly, you want to make sure that they can come over and so your dog can be socialized with those dogs. You want to expose your dogs to as many dogs and see many dogs as possible. Because I seen dogs that are scared of big dogs. Some dogs are scared of little dogs. Some dogs are scared of cars. Some dogs are scared of bicycles. Some dogs are scared of people with uniform. So you want to expose your dogs to these things during this window between when they're born, obviously when they're 8 weeks and up to 4 months. You have to get them in there and exposing them to all these things before that window closes, because I'm telling you, it's going to change your dog's life. It's a matter of him becoming fearful or her becoming fearful, or just being a regular dog that is exposed and loves everything and everybody. You want to expose them to children. Children is a big one, because a lot of children get bit by dogs because they were never exposed to children. Older people, uniforms. You want to get your dog out there. Don't worry about training your dog to sit, to down. Yeah, those things are important, but the most important thing is this window that will close. The sitting down, the laying down, you can always train your dog to sit. You can always train your dog to lay down. Another thing that's important is the recall. You want to train your dog to recall when they're puppies. So 2 things to keep in mind when getting a dog. You want to train your dog to come when called, recall, and you want to socialize your dog to as many things as possible, whether it's people, dogs, animals, objects, things. Take them out there, let him explore, bring some treats with you, and enjoy the world. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps.